Halloween. A very spooky time. A time for trick-or-treating, horror movies, and of course my favorite hobby of making love to corpses. What? So, I thought it would be rather fun to give you 10 video games that I recommend you play this Halloween season, dear viewers. Now, these games are in no particular order. This isn't a ranking video, damn it. It's simply a little video to reward you, my loyal viewers, on my favorite day of the year, Halloween. Well, actually, Halloween is probably my second favorite day of the year. My favorite day is when I go for my yearly prostate examination, but let's not talk about that here. You can find all discussions of the prostate variety on my OnlyFans. Link in the description below. So, without further ado, here is the top 10 games I recommend you play this Halloween season, in no particular order. Number 10, Retro Realms. A fairly new release here, and while it is more frustrating than trying to sell a baby shark on eBay, damn you animal rights activists, it does feature a video game version of the movie Halloween, which takes place on Halloween, which obviously makes it ideal to play on, you guessed it, Halloween. There's even a bloody Ash vs. Evil Dead game thrown in for good measure. Speaking of which, number 9. Evil Dead the Game. A fun online multiplayer game in which you can play as a hero, or a demon, or a cross-dressing nun. Maybe not that last one. A pretty difficult single-player story campaign thingy in which you play through events from all the bloody Evil Dead movies. You get to shoot enemies, drive cars, draw naughty pictures in the Necronomicon. Maybe not that last one, but this is a great online multiplayer game thingy, as is our next game on this list. Number 8, Friday the 13th, the game. Similar to the Evil Dead game, but starring everyone's favorite hockey mask-wearing mummy's boy, Bertrum, Jason Voorhees. This game perfectly captures the movie franchise, without the gratuitous nudity, sadly. And while this game will soon be taken offline, damn you, I'm sure you'll still be able to play this game offline. Haha, won't you? Won't you? Number 7, Peppa Pig. It wouldn't be Halloween without a bit of Peppa Bloody Pig. I jest. Haha. For number 7, I have in fact chosen Totally Normal Journey. What? This game is fucking terrifying. Just take a look at this. See? Terrifying. And strangely arousing. Number 6, Resident Evil Village. It wouldn't be a list of horror games without a Resident Evil game, but why this particular one? Well, because it has the most in common with Halloween in my opinion. There's werewolves, there's vampires, there's a weird sea monster thing, there's a baby uglier than Quasimodo. What? If you like your horror of the Hammer variety, see what I did there? Hammer horror. Then you'll love Resident Evil Village. That baby is still ugly. Ugh. Number 5. What the hell was number 5 again? Bertrum, what was number 5 again? You're useless, Bertrum. Was it Outlast? No, I hate that bloody game. Amnesia? No, don't remember anything about that particular game. Oh, yes! The 5th horror video game I recommend this Halloween season is... Drumroll, please, Bertrum. Bertrum, where is my fucking drum roll?
We don't own any drums.
Ah, shit. Well, number 5 is The Last of Us. Do I even need to elaborate? The Last of Us is not only one of the best horror games ever made, it is also in the top 5 best video games ever made. Next, number 4, The Evil Within. The brainchild of that talented bastard Shinji Mikami, The Evil Within might be overshadowed by Mikami's other accomplishments like Resident Evil or Resident Evil 4, but let me assure you that The Evil Within is dark, twisted, macabre, and plays like Resident Evil 4. Not only that, but in my humble opinion, it is better than the original Resident Evil 4. Ha! There! I said it! Bertram, put that gun down. And when you're done playing The Evil Within, go and play the sequel, the appropriately titled The Evil Within 2. You won't regret it. Seriously, Bertram, put the gun down. Number 3. Now, while this isn't a particularly scary game, The Order 1886 features werewolves, vampires, and even Jack the Ripper. So that makes it a horror game in my eyes. Not only that, but it is one of the most criminally underrated video games of all time. The Order 1886 is still, 10 years later, a bloody gorgeous video game. And it is beautifully written, acted, and is an absolute blast to play. Is it the longest game in the world? No, but thanks to the dickheads who reviewed the game negatively, we will probably never get the sequel, which I can only surmise would have topped the original game in almost every conceivable way. Buy it, dear viewer. Play it, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Number 2. The Dead Space Remake. Outer space, plus monsters, plus a badass protagonist armed with a whole manner of fun weaponry that can slice, cut, eviscerate, decapitate, and turn enemies to mulch, and you have a damn good time. Not only that, but it is scarier than letting Stevie Wonder drive you to the ornithologists. And don't stop with the remake, dear viewers. Play the originals as well. Yes, even the third one. There's absolutely nothing wrong with the third one. Bertram, put that gun down. And last but most certainly not least, we have every single horror game from Supermassive Games. Whether it's Until Dawn, its remake, Man of Medan, Little Hope, House of Ashes, The Devil in Me, or the recently released casting of Frank Stone, Supermassive has proven that they are masters when it comes to narrative-driven horror games. Now, while some of their games are better than others, I have absolutely no qualms in recommending every single horror game they have ever made. Play them all, make a weekend of it, get in some snacks, drinks, and engage in my favorite pastime of making love to corpses. What? What? Oh, and happy Halloween, I guess.